Hi, so I'm live again, and it's about making sure that people understand what I'm saying. Whether or not people are looking at the previous live streams, the question is the analytics, where it's going. Am I saying the right things? And I believe very much I am. One, I'm addressing my frustration and anger in a positive way, encouraging other people to do the same. Two, I'm recognizing the technology that I need in order to make sure that these video casts and podcasts are successful. Three, I've got to be able to get an audience to be able to compete to the likes of Taylor Swift and all these other channels that have millions of people viewing. Now the question is, how do I be credible when I say Taylor Swift? The thing is she's got a brand, she's stuck with it, and I'm going to do the same. I'm coming from a different angle. Okay. My angle is doctors that are not able to practice. That affects both sides. It doesn't just affect the doctors in the medical fields from the practitioner side about all those years of training, but also about the public being able to get access to quality medical care. I want to talk about the different regions, people who oversee making sure that the medical system is well maintained and well funded, and perhaps that is a elected official or a bureaucrat. I also want to talk about condo fraud, mortgage fraud in general, like condos being stolen and sold under duress by something that should never have happened. So that's specifically me in terms of condo fraud and fraud, but opening up generally as to other people, whether you've had money taken out of your bank account, whether your crypto wallet has been emptied. Want to hear people about that. Want to hear your thoughts about lawyer fees. Want to hear your thoughts about the interest rates on credit cards. Want to hear your thoughts about unemployment. Right now, I'm focusing on sales and AI because I believe very strongly the difference between unemployment and employment is naturally employment. Want to talk about the self-represented individual, talk about bias of the courts and the judges who are former lawyers. In my situation, my $500,000 home's being stolen. I know other people's $500,000 homes are being stolen in an industry-wide scandal, racketeering that's going on in the Ontario condominium region. Now, the question is, how do we say that without being seen as silly or any less credible or any less serious? I need to get a lawyer who will go into the court and have the judge listen to them and realize that they could not do what they did. They did do it. I understand that. Maybe they shouldn't have, but they did. They lied to the court. They defrauded the court. Fraud of the court is fraud vitiates all. Everything disappears. I just need to get them to listen to me on my merits. They've not listened to me on my merits. They keep dismissing me procedurally. I've tried to overturn the initial verdict that was obtained by an illegal arbitration. I was the only Kitech that went to court under the Arbitration Act. And once you do the Arbitration Act, your goose is cooked. And the reason is because the arbitration, by its very nature, is presumed that both sides agree and both sides appoint the arbitrator. I didn't have that opportunity as the condo corporation colluded with the condominium lawyers and hired a disbarred lawyer using arbitration bylaws, which were prohibited. It's very hard, and considering the condo owners pay for the court and legal fees that was put in as a breach of contract after the fact. I don't want to get too technical because it's very confusing. So that's why let other people's emotions guide this. I'm articulate, I'm well spoken. I want to be able to address it. I want to be able to address unemployment. I want people to be able to talk about how they feel about unemployment in respect to the struggles that they're having to become employed or self employed and employed remotely, hybridly, or in person as things adjust. Some people had the opportunities handed to them. Some people worked really hard and succeeded. Some people worked very hard and didn't succeed. So it's important to learn where you are, channel the anger, and let's come up with an effective solution. Now, I'm still talking. Haven't had any people watching the feed. I'll look back at this hopefully when there's millions of people watching. But the question is, what am I doing? At this point, I'm feeling really good by applying to sales and AI roles and starting live stream. I know I need better equipment. I know I need to do a lot of things. But what I do have is in my mind a focused topic that people will gravitate to, not just the doctors who need to be practicing, the doctors that are practicing, as well as the public. Talking about the court system, talking about women in aviation. What about other places where there needs to be more ability for chronic shortages to be addressed? What about the fact that smaller companies now having chances to be more involved with the procurement process? So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep trying. My name is Stuart. I might have mentioned my name previously, but I'm going to keep doing this. Stay focused, stay efficient, figure a way to get people to see my site, and then, of course, like, subscribe, and then move into solving the issues that affect me, but hopefully collaborate with other people with issues that also affect them. Stay tuned, and thanks very much.